There is a separate worker for the employee, which includes supervisory, managerial, administrative, technical or clerical work, which is defined separately. And worker is also defined separately, which all we know, but it does not include mainly in a managerial and administrative capacity or the supervisory capacity, drawing wage exceeding 18,000 rupees per month. Employer definition includes contractor. Contractor is also an employer. So wherever there is a word employer, it means it includes contractor. Factory, present definition is preserved. Nothing very difficult, nothing very difference is there, except the number that is 10 to increase to 20 and 20 to 40. But if there is any state amendment that it is 50 or so, that shall prevail till it is amended. Next, please. Hazardous substances is defined, and in addition to the hazardous process, quantity has been factored into the definition, which is very important, and list of industry is given in the first schedule. Next, industry is defined. So industry, as Mr. Ravindran said, the same definition of the industry, taking into account the Mr. V.R. Krishna's judgment, excluding certain things, has been added into this. Next, please. But it excludes institutions owned or managed by organization wholly or substantially engaged in any charitable or social or philanthropic services, which this particular line does not find place in ID Act. It is finding a place here. It also excludes domestic services. It excludes sovereign functions or any other activity as may be notified by the central government. But if the central government or state government employ contract labor, that will very much come within the purview of this act. Next, please. Occupier definition, the same, but it excludes independent director very explicitly. The word ordinarily employed, which we have been hearing it even in the present Factories Act, but it's not very clear. It is now very clearly defined here, and it excludes rest days and non-working days. Plantation, yes, it has been defined here, and plantation factors in the area which grows plants, which admeasures 5 hectares or more of the land. The previous draft did not include fully. It also included even small parcel of land, but now it is very clear 5 hectares or more of the land. No change in the definition of manufacturing process. Next slide, please. Registration. Only one registration of the establishment is envisaged. That is a very big advantage here. So therefore, to that extent, we are better off. We don't have to make so many reports and so many forms. But if you look at the registration purpose, you see the word registration of establishment. Establishment is defined as the one which has an establishment which has got minimum 10 people. 10 people or more are employed. So because it is 10 or more, establishment has to be registered. But when it comes to the factory, the threshold limit of 20 or 40 will kick in. So therefore, all those establishments which includes factory, plantation, mine, everything will have to be registered, and there is only one. And if it has got 10 or more employees, it has to be registered. There is an appeal provision available as in the present law. Next, please. Now, the chapter 3 deals with the duties of employers and employees, and it talks about almost the same duty which have been given in the present law. And violation of some of this provision in hazardous area will attract minimum punishment of imprisonment. So we have to be very careful. Some of the provisions in this, if not complied with, it will attract minimum punishment of imprisonment, which we will see it at a later point. Now, duties of architect, project engineer, the design stage itself, the safety aspect has to be built in, and that has to be brought in, which has been very clearly specified here, and that has to be done in. And what are the specifics that will be mentioned by the by the central government in consultation with the National Occupation Safety and Health Advisory Board. Complying with the safety and health requirement, employees' duties have also been given.